yeah, welcome Grenada, Carrico, Petey, Mondic, and the rest of the world. Welcome to another Mikey Live, people. We are happy to be with you for another day. It is always our pleasure. We want to officially welcome everyone on YouTube. Welcome back to the folks on YouTube. We've been having difficulties for a while with the whole upgrade and thing, you know, with the network and thing. So you're back, so we have to welcome the people on YouTube. We missed you. Big up to the people on Facebook as usual. You're always there, so blessings to you. We also want to big up the people on WPG10. Now, the first person to text me right now viewing via WPG10 would receive $20 free credit, compliments Digicel. You send a text message to 414-9995. The first person to text who is watching via WPG10, you get some free credit right now, compliments Digicel. And to all the viewers, we had things for you on Facebook as well. Don't worry, we had things for you. So, Olia, what's making the news right now? Commissioner of Police reports on crime fighting efforts for 2018. Very interesting. As well, the commissioner speaks on the incident involving a senior officer. Unions receive new proposal from government according to reports, and they will be returning to the negotiating table on Friday. Work to rule in full effect. Senator Dennis Roberts appealed to Prime Minister to reimburse the teachers, you know, who received deductions as a result of protest action. Now, here's this one. Residents in St. Lucia watch a man in his dying moments film the whole thing, post it on social media. No one helped. Not a person helped. He was stabbed multiple times, left to die, and he eventually died. We're going to talk about that incident happening in St. Lucia. We even have some footage to show you as well. A missing boy, 13 years old. He was found dead, and there's a suspect that police talking to. 4 held in multi-million-dollar drug bust boy, major drug bust in Trinidad. We will talk about that. And woman kills her abusive husband in Guyana. That and more we're going to be talking to you about on tonight's Mikey Live, right? We want to remind you that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emeralds International, and WPG10. Channels 10 and 11 on cable. Folks, we are taking a break, and when we come back, it gonna be real news in Olilili Lulu. So stay tuned.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Grenada, get ready for the biggest soca parade extravaganza on Saturday, December 15th at the Las Just Hard Court in St. David. It's that time of the year when parade takes full control, featuring Kingman and Channel.
I don't know.
Live and direct straight out of Trinidad, Impulse.
This Christmas I passed by Cammy. She was so happy.
And Prince Unique.
Took me to a party.
Along with Grenada's finest, Steve Theodore, Otis, and the big parang band from Carriacou. Backing band is none other than the Cutting Edge Band. Advance tickets cost only $40, while meat and seafood available. Showtime 9 p.m. It's the biggest soca parang extravaganza. Saturday, December 15th. Las Just Hardcore.
I want to get a new diamond set for my mommy and daddy because we could all eat dinner together. I want to get mommy a new chair because it's so beautiful. Santa, can I go now?
Experience convenient and affordable learning with online and blended higher education programs from the UWI Open Campus. Access our quality assured degrees, diplomas, and continuing and professional education programs at a pace designed to suit your lifestyle. Ask about our prior learning assessment, which credits previous learning experience and fast tracks the completion of your degree. Own your future. Apply today. For more information, visit www.open.uwi.edu. The UWI Open Campus, opening doors to life-changing learning.
Replace, upgrade, or treat yourself to.
All right, so we're good to go. Thank you very much, people. We want to welcome you again to another Mikey Live, people. And I see that we have some people joining us from WhatsApp. So all the WhatsApp viewers, we want to say thank you for joining us too, all right? So people, we are ready for them, all right? Let me just make sure you're hearing everything. Right, so everything good. We're capacitic and we're cooking with gas. All you. So hear that now. The first thing that we want to tell all you, boy, we get it from the police, that the traffic department now, they're saying that they want you to know, in particular motorists, that the portion of road as known as Back Street, Tempe, St. George will be closed to vehicular traffic on Wednesday, 5th November. That is tomorrow, God's willing, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Now, the Royal Police, Grenada Police Force apologizes for any inconveniences caused. I want to go and fix the road, boy. Telling me, all you. The unions are now reviewing, according to reports, the proposal by the government as it relates to pension and gratuity and them whole business. Now they will be returning to the negotiating table at the end of the week. So they're going to take a look at the document, see what's going on in the business, whatever the proposal is. I try to twist somebody's hand to get like a business on the business, but I don't get like a business on the business because they say they can't reveal it yet. You understand? So they're doing the necessaries, taking a look at what it is and things like that, and then so that they will be able to, you know, contact or agree, disagree, come up with their points. You know what I mean? So that's what's taking place with regards to that. Now, according to, on another matter now, my good friend Linda, that my dog don't put all her mouth in between me and Linda thing. There were some noticeable changes today. She said that the House informed that wigs was symbolic and it serves no specific purpose. So that was one thing, no wig. And then there was a sign language expert there doing the sign language and then kind of business during the whole process to proceedings today in the parliament. So they seem to have adopted two new initiatives. You understand? So they say it applies to both the lower and the upper houses of parliament. You understand? No wig and thing there, funny business there by LM look like them boy in the colonial days and thing. You know, putting on kind of white wig and thing look like Shakespeare and them boy and them. So they done away with that. We seen Chester Humphrey Skull now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then we having sign language and thing like that, which is good. So in other words, they accommodating everybody and thing. I think I like that kind of business. You know what I mean? So we good to go. How many are we looking? All yeah. Work to rule in full effect. The document, the fact sheet, spreading like glow spread on hot bread that come out in the oven. And I mean, the red butter. So here what's going on. Work to rule. What does it mean? Work to rule is a situation in which employees only do as much work as their contract says that they must do. Now in this case of the teachers and so, what they are appointed to do and so on, you know what I mean? Now here's what. Let's break it down according to a fact sheet that that has been circulating, right? What does this involve in context to the current struggle? No participation in extracurricular activities or assist with school clubs and organizations. None of that. It done. No more Jose. No fundraisers. No participation in sporting activities except for coaches and or games teachers, because it is their paid responsibility. No marking of SBAs and CPEA projects. This should be boxed and sent to the employers. Arrive to work at 15 minutes before commencement and leave work 30 minutes after every day. No exceptions. No Christmas parties for children except where it is catered and must end no later than half hour after school. No buying of school supplies, toiletries, and other materials, and from personal funds. Please let the cooks, cleaners, and ancillaries staff or auxiliary staff do their work. Do not disturb them by trying to help. No repairs of school furniture. Remember, you do what you must and nothing more. That's the document that has been circulating on social media with the duty logo and ning on it. And it says that it is the fact sheet of the work to rule. You know what I mean? On this topic as well, we had Senator Glenys Roberts, you know, today in her address in the Senate. She commended the unions and the government for returning to the negotiating table. But she urged the Prime Minister and his administration to give back them teachers their money. The money. Give back the teachers the money. You know what I mean? Now we monitored a report by our sister station on this matter, WPG-10.
Following the recent industrial action initiated by the Grenada Union of Teachers President General Lydon Lewis, where teachers were asked to stay at home in light of reflection of pension and gratuity, this later intensified as many teachers took to the streets to express their dissatisfaction with government's 2% offer. The government in return has made what some called a harsh decision to deduct salaries from the teachers who stayed away from school. Senator Glenys Roberts applauded the parties for returning to the negotiating table and looks forward to a resolution in the interest of Grenada. Senator Roberts impressed upon both parties that respect is the key as attempts are being made to address the issue.
Just a bit of warning that in our quest to fix, we must respect each other and think of everyone in the process. The nagging issue, I think, Mr. Speaker, is recently is a deduction of teachers' salary. Though it may seem just to some, teachers do go overboard and beyond to provide not only education, but care for our children. In this very budget, we spoke of regional accomplishments that these teachers made this year in most of the subjects. So I want to say, while we are advancing, our economy is advancing, investors are coming, please do not let the situation go overboard, that all our accomplishments are eroded in this little window.
Not trying to be judgmental, she is also impressing upon the government to give the teachers back their monies.
Even if you want to take a day or 2 days, it is not right, because teachers also have families and need to look after their children. And there are some households that have mother is a teacher, father is a teacher, children teaching. Let us be sober. I'm not judging, but I know you have money to pay their salaries, so give them back a little bit, because they need to take care of it.
For WPG10, I am Rachel Bean.
All right, big up to Rachel, you know what I mean? So all you organize, you know what I mean? So do things, you know what I mean? My sister is a teacher. My brother is a teacher. My wife is a teacher. My girlfriend is, my friend is a teacher. And on a serious note, I'll fix up the BDs. And I'll be like Christmas. And I'll be next in the child again, no Christmas tree and thing. Anyway, let me go. All yeah. The next story that we have to tell all you about, boy. We come into the police just now, you know. Cop reports and crime fighting efforts. Last week they had a thing, a press conference and thing. But before that, boy, let me tell all you a thing. On the weekend, Sunday, there was something called Carols by Candlelight, and they celebrated the 10th anniversary with business and thing, and a real business and thing. So they had a nice little performance and thing, you know. It was really good. Listen, it was like off the hook, off the chains, people. Production in all the Lily Lolo. You understand? You understand, people? Grenada have real talent, you know. Real talent.
Oh, jingle, jingle, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Bells are ringing, hear the children singing. Yes, the little children chanting. Till death will be freezing here. You are my home for all seasons. So go on, let's blow. Let's go below zero and hide from the sun. It's around the Christmas tree and the Christmas party hop. This is the home where you can see every couple tries to stop. Merry Christmas.
They had a lot of things going on, so all you give them a clap for night, like a production and thing, you know. The stage show was well produced and thing, no lie, eh? The stage show was well, you know, the MC in the middle of the show talking to, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for none of them nonsense. Like 2018, all had to stop that. You know, like that day, no. Moving from artist to artist to artist to artist to artist. You put on a nice show, no procrastination, no hesitation. We're moving on. How we looking? Oh yeah. Here we're going on. The Commissioner of Police recently gave a report on the crime fighting efforts for Grenada for 2018. You understand? And here are some of the highlights.
I want to take this opportunity to remind us that Grenada remains a safe and secure nation as compared to many. This fact is largely due to the nature of our people and the efforts of the remarkable men and women of the RGPF, who work tirelessly to maintain a safe and secure environment across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. As you are aware, the RGPF is distinguished by its commitment to serve and its sustained successes in fighting crime. This statement is evidenced by the undermentioned facts. As of September 2018, we have seen a 5% reduction in total reported cases, while maintaining a 74% crime solving rate. To date, 8,534 pounds of cannabis have been confiscated as compared to 3,161 in 2017. 38 kilos of cocaine have also been seized as compared to 17 in 2017. We have also seen the confiscation of 11 illegal firearms, removing the threat of harm by those firearms from our streets.
Thank you very much, sir. And that's not the only thing that he addressed. One of the pertinent issues that he spoke of is the recent incident involving a high-ranking officer down at the SSU, you know, with some sex-related business. He spoke about that too, you know. All I think I like any commissioner, you know, I mean, we don't sit on we don't chat and thing yet, but I feel I like he flow on thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like he flow, you know what I mean? Speak assertively and he addresses issues, you know, in a firm manner and things like that.
Since the launch of the Special Victims Unit, we have seen one individual charged for child pornography and the first arrest under the Electronic Crimes Act. However, notwithstanding the excellent performance of most of our officers, we are confronted periodically with a few whose behavior brings the name and reputation of the organization into disrepute through a disregard for our regulations and professional code of conduct. Since assuming the noble responsibility of leading the RGPF, I made it clear to the force that our legitimacy to police hinges on our capacity to inspire public trust and confidence by our actions on and off the job. I stated further that there will be a zero-tolerance approach to breaches of professional integrity, malpractice, and corruption. This position is driven by my conviction that as police officers and enforcers of the law, we must demonstrate that we too obey the laws of the land. We must also hold ourselves to a higher standard of conduct and set examples for society, because many look to us as role models. The public must have confidence and trust that the highest level of safety and protection will be given to individuals entrusted to our care, whether as detainee, prisoner, or witness. It is in this context that I am saddened to reflect on an unpleasant, depressing, and disturbing complaint of an incident which allegedly occurred at the Special Services Unit on Wednesday, 17th October. This complaint raised questions of sexual and professional misconduct by a senior member of the force in relation to a young lady who at the material time was being accommodated by the RGPF due to security and other concerns. The detail of the complainant and the circumstances of the case are deliberately withheld because of respect and concern for the safety and security of the individual, as well as the fact that this matter remains unresolved. As customary, an investigation was launched into the matter, and the officer against whom the complaint was made was asked to take leave while the investigation was carried out. Upon completion of the investigation, and as is customary for all matters involving police officers, the file was submitted to the Director of Public Prosecution for consideration and directive. This action was taken to obtain learned guidance and to demonstrate transparency in handling of the matter. The DPP has since concluded his review and made his recommendations. In his deliberate judgment, the DPP has advised that the complaint should be dealt with as a disciplinary matter by the Public Service Commission and not criminally. It should be noted that the Commissioner of Police has responsibility for the discipline of police officers from the rank of constable to sergeant. However, the Public Service Commission is responsible for the discipline of officers in the ranks of inspector and above. Currently, the officer concerned is still on leave and the case is being prepared for transmission to the Public Service Commission for consideration. It is important to state that the circumstances of this matter are not reflective of the values of the police force. Consistently, the RGPF exhibits the highest level of professionalism, ethical standard, fairness, and respect for our constituents. And I want to take the opportunity to assure you that as Commissioner, I remain resolute in my responsibility to protect the professional integrity of the RGPF, and this will consistently be my guiding principle in responding to issues and complaints against members of the force.
Thank you, sir. I kind of like your advice, man. That's small thing. We should take a drink for the Christmas, you know. I think not too strong, but maybe some sorry with a little tip out, calling it. You know, I'm gonna chat and, you know, see what's going on and things like that. I think I could have probably solve some kind of thing, you know what I mean? Real people has come to us as journalists and things with some of the problems and things, you know what I mean? So we'll sit down and we'll drink something, you know what I mean? Yeah. So so he will not necessarily be dealt with criminally, well, at least not now. Yeah? But the Public Service Commission and thing, they go do what they go do the business according to the Commissioner of Police. We're moving on. How we doing for time? Listen, man. Residents watched the man in his dying moments without even lifting a finger. Video footage of this man in his dying moments. St. Lucia, you know. St. Lucia's latest homicide victim. They say it has raised the questions whether he could have been saved with faster medical attention. The young man was stabbed 4 times, allegedly by a former friend, as he tries to get up and thing, you know, to help himself in a pool of blood. He didn't make it. People, you know, very interesting story out there, coming out of St. Lucia, you know, people. Them people, I telling all you, watched and did absolutely nothing. Yeah, let me get with no. The video, boy. You know what I mean? That one was kind of cool if you ask me, you know. It was kind of cool. Let's get it here. Okay, so here we are, right? Let me video. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry for that. Yeah, sorry for that. I just wanted to make sure that we give you as sharp as we could, right?
Bloodied and clinging on to life, 18-year-old Desroy President's final moments were captured on cell phone video obtained by HGS News Force. He pleaded with onlookers for help and can be heard asking them to apply pressure to his injuries. At no point during the more than 90-second long video did any of the witnesses render any type of physical assistance to the young man bleeding out in front of them. Onlookers instead gave conflicting and possibly ill-advised directives to the injured man on the ground. There were persistent appeals by those watching on to call an ambulance. In the video, President can be seen making multiple attempts to sit up. Minutes before President was discovered on the sidewalk of a Bruceville street in Vieux, he had allegedly been accosted by someone police sources say is known to him on the afternoon of November 30th. The teen was stabbed multiple times in the torso and back and was later pronounced dead at hospital. Acting on information related to the alleged stabbing, police officers detained one person who is now assisting with investigations. As of December 3rd, their only suspect has not been charged. Desroy President's death has brought the homicide toll to 35. Rihani Isidore, HTS News Force.
Thank you very much, Rihani. You know what I mean? Yo, that different boy. Wow. You know, somebody's saying here that maybe he was a menace to society. We don't know that. But even if he is, nobody deserves to die like that. No one. It doesn't matter how much of a menace you are. No one deserves to die like that. You know, I mean, come on, man. The guy stayed there and just died. They did nothing. Nothing. Oh. Watch, we moving on, all you, the next story that we have to tell all you about, boy, is a little boy that was missing in Trinidad. You know, 13-year-old, you know, Josh Pantin. They say he has been found dead near his home in Carlson Field, and they are saying that a male suspect is in custody and is being questioned about the circumstances of the boy's death. Police believe that Pantin was killed and his body was dumped not too far from where he lived, on Cashew Street, Carlson Field. You understand? An autopsy was supposed to be conducted today. Police said that the suspect was being questioned by officers of the Central Division and homicide investigators as well were looking into the matter. They say the young boy was last seen on Saturday at about 7:30 p.m. and then he was reported missing by his mother and grandmother, and his decomposing body was found at about 6 p.m. yesterday by Central Police in thick bushes about 200 meters from his home. They say that his family was notified and his body was removed for an autopsy. You understand? John No Star. And while we're in Trinidad, there was a major drug bust today. Yeah? They say they get marijuana, cocaine, all kind of thing. They say Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, you know, he oversee the whole process today, the drug bust. You understand? He said he has warned the criminals. He has warned the criminals that happy hour is over. You understand? The commissioner estimated that the drugs worth $10 million. Marijuana and cocaine. You understand? They say 4 people, 2 men and 2 women, were arrested following the raid. They say that a 5th person driving a black BMW was also being sought in connection with the seizure. You understand? They say that